undefeated record survived because the Syracuse
11-0. Greetings from Jim Boeheim Court here at the Carrier Dome. UB knocks off Syracuse 71-59. Jenna, it did not look good in the first half, but those cagey Bulls just never went away, and eventually they took the lead.
Yeah, you know, there were so many times where UB kind of made it a one-point game. We thought they were eventually going to take the lead, kind of never did. And really, when you kind of look at the highlights, you're going to see that in just a second. It really came from that Jeremy Harris, I think it was Jeremy Harris, with that three-pointer. They took their first lead of the game, and from there they just made a ton of big shots. You know, some of them from Dante Carruthers. He unfortunately fouled out, but CJ Massenberg just on fire, 25 points tonight. And really the one stat that stood out to me is UB outscored them offensively, rebounding 18-10. They gave themselves a lot of second chances. Necessarily didn't hit those baskets, but still kind of had that advantage, you know, off the boards. And, you know, Coach Nate Oates said that this was going to be one of their most important weeks in program history. Got to win tonight. Here he is after the game.
I couldn't be happier for our guys. These guys are really the greatest group of kids we've coached and made for a fun night here in Syracuse. And I do want to thank Coach Boeheim for, I mean, he knew we were going to be really good. We almost beat him here last year. He still scheduled the game, you know, so he's not afraid to schedule quality opponents. So especially with us being right down the road, both of us being here in Western New York. So I appreciate him and their administration getting this game done for us. So it was nice to be able to come here and play.
Jenna, another thing that stood out from Nate's comments after the game was he said that he thinks they have the better team despite being a mid-major. I know a lot of people might think that sounds crazy, but they've got 3 seniors who are starters, and they could really make some noise.
They really can. They have 20 Marquette this Friday, another big game. Possibly with this one over Syracuse, they could have already maybe secured an at-large bid. A big win on Friday would definitely secure them one.
Yeah, it's crazy that it is still December, and we're talking about maybe the Bulls already locking their fate, sealing their fate in the NCAA tournament. So this was a huge win for the for the Bulls. But how about the Sabres? That's what I was going to say. Back home in Buffalo, well, they had a 2-1 lead going into the third period. It sounded like things were going to go good. And then what happened? The Panthers managed to score 3 goals in less than 5 minutes. In the Sabres, they allowed an empty netter later. They fall 5-2. I don't know what it is about the Florida Panthers, but the Buffalo Sabres just can't seem to figure them out this year. Not a great game for the Sabres. They've got another chance at Washington on Friday, so that's a big one. But back out here live at the Carrier Dome, Nate Oates said this is a big week for UB, and so far, so good, especially with a massive win at the Carrier Dome. For Jenna Caleri, I am Matt Bove live in Syracuse. We'll be right back.